We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Hokies want to move quickly. Wide receiver going in motion.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's caught. It's Hawkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Got it in the middle, it's Ship. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Finding some room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Makes a catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Trying the left side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They try to pop a run on the draw. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. What a cut. Now he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Kick is in the air. field, this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, UNC! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. After the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside. It's Overton. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a crease, it's Hawkins. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The Hokies will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game.
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting a fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting, but they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Caught, and he's got room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Try to barge their way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. In this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 17, substitute.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single running back. There, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they get the ball in their hand, they're trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. To throw, it's Edwards. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Edwards. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he stopped, and it looks as if the turnover celebration is going to be short-lived. That flag is likely going against the defense. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Smashes in between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. And back to the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Keith. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rush is on him, setting up the screen. They gain down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches, too. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete for a ball and not get incomplete. Can that give them the confidence they need here to slow this passing game down for the rest of the game?
Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Going to the run to start this second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
and when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Working the middle. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On target to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. A first down for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Overton. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Play-action fake. And his first pass is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
And he's been unstoppable. Like, I don't know what the defense expects, but they haven't had any answers for me. He's over 200 yards on the day now. They've thrown it to him short. They've thrown it to him deep. He catches the ball when it comes near him and just continues to make plays. If I'm this defense, I'm doing whatever it takes for him not to catch the football again.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Gets it out quickly. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Snags it, and he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Fights off a defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Hokies. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Found a seam on the left. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the Hokies offense to start this possession. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the fifth kick of the night. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Right back to it. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible, $1:57 left. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying play action. Fires to the right. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.